Okay, so because of that, we got, there's another way. We're gonna do new game. Yes. So there is okay, so here's the thing, right? So first things first, we're gonna grab the keys and we're gonna get all the abilities real quick. Because there's another ending that's basically going to be involving, okay, the triangle is going to be on this side. And we want these two because we need to have as many of these abilities as possible. One of the achievements is basically to put all the books back on and not complete a single shelf. So basically we're just being like, yeah, yo, fuck this, and just like not giving a shit and just putting all the books basically wherever the fuck we feel like it. So which is like probably gonna be what I'm gonna do. Yeah, there it is. Basically we're going to do that. Here we go. All right. And then then we have two more achievements. One of them is going to be a speed achievement, and basically just like, okay, boom. So basically now we have a maximum potential. So now our goal is to just shove them on the shelves. Our goal, just don't even care. We're just literally just grabbing as many books as we can carry and then just putting them on bookshelves. We're saying fuck, like literally just like fuck all. Yes. Basically, we're just saying like, fuck. Okay, I know. Yeah, there's like an achievement basically for just being like I don't care, and just putting all the books basically just in random orders. Just saying like, yeah, no, like I'm not organizing this, and just like essentially just shoving the books wherever you want. Okay, well, so basically, yeah, there's an achievement for just finishing getting all the books in the wrong order. Okay, beautiful. So basically right now we're just speed running, just putting books on shelves and not carrying, which I think was because there was two more achievements. One of them is going to be the lightning fast, where our goal is to maximize how fast we put books, books away. Okay. Just basically like, yeah, essentially we're just gonna just quick auto clear out areas with just by grabbing books, and then just, I wish there was like a way of doing this even faster, like a way to just shove them on with a button, but that's fine. One of the achievements is literally doing this entire library by hand. That's going to be like the big achievement, which is going to be like, we are going to have to hunker down as a group and just do the library by hand, which is going to, that one's going to be like the one where it's like, it'll be fun to put the books where they go, but it's going to be one of those ones that's going to just be like a long time. Because like that's when it's going to like, okay, we're going to have to learn where all the books go, put them on the bookshelf, and just spend time just doing that. The good news is, say, like with all these abilities, I can kind of like crush these out really easily. We're just gonna grab it, like just kind of quick grab all these books. Yeah, I love how just like basically, yeah. So essentially, like there's two. One of them's gonna be like I said, one of the other ones is gonna be like, I'm gonna grab all the abilities. We're just going to quickly put all these things together and go from there. Because essentially what's going to happen, what I think I need to do is going to be like, I just need to unlock 3 abilities, which is going to be like the auto sort, the grab, and then like the bookshelf finder. And once I get the 3 of those, then like I'll be able to do, if I have to do the speed run one, I'll do that with no problem. Okay, I mean, already we're like already at like 120 some books. Like this one's easy because we're just like saying fuck it and I don't care, which I think is really funny, of just being like, like principal's like, hey, you like, and after that letter he gave me, I'm kind of like, you know what, I feel like that's thing. I was 15 minutes over. Like I said, had I like kind of learned the skills a little bit better and like knew, and also had I gotten like all the early on things like being able to run and jump, I would have easily shaved that 15 minutes off. That's the thing that kind of gets me. It's like I could have done that. Okay. My level of care for the principal is non-existent and his bullshittery. You think this is my job? Hell no. The fairy probably was pissed off at you because you did something. I didn't do anything. Therefore, I'm going to put these books back up the way I think is necessary. Oh, we'll put 2 books. So we're gonna put these back out the way I feel like they need to go. Wherever the fuck I say. Look at like some of these are like I'll be honest, this is super. Oh, and let me just get some of these tutorials out of my face. Okay, at this point I'm just gonna keep grabbing. Like, let's just keep grabbing as I'm going. Oh, cool. One of the books went in the right spot. Like, eventually we're just gonna be able to grab whatever books we can grab. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, some of these books are just like being complicated, and I need, honestly, I kind of did a thing where like I kind of just grabbed like an off number of books because all these are 5s or 0s except for this. Oh no, the 3s are gonna mess it up, aren't they? Yeah, well, that's fine. We'll get there when we get there. Right now, let's just do it in like grab full armfuls because that's probably gonna be the most efficient way because I'll know when I'm out based on a hit effect when I hit a 5 or a 0. Man, look how quick this is going. The principal was so worried for nothing. Honestly, this is kind of be the way to go. Like, some people might not, this kind of wouldn't be a bad strategy of just like put all the books on a bookshelf and then just organize them as you go. Like as the day goes on, it's like I'm just getting them off the fucking ground, and then like we'll get to the point where like we can organize them later, like once they're not like all that giant kerfluffle on the ground. Okay, so like, yeah, because first things first, let's grab these off the bookshelf just to clean off these bookshelves from extra bullshit books. Okay. Okay. And okay. I wonder if I'll get the light. If I get the speed finish on this one, that'd be cool. I think it has to be a legitimate finish for that to work. So I don't think they're gonna give it to me. So I might have to play one game that's just me doing the quick abilities that I need, doing the quick finish, and then calling it a day with those. So probably what I'll do is aim for the spell books, considering they're so abundant, easy to kind of pick out. Like, okay, God, these corner shelves are like the worst because like their angles are so weird that it's hard for my camera to like angle it properly. Kind of have to stand back far enough where like it just like reads you looking at the bookshelf. There we go. Okay, so the whole back wall now finished. Look how beautiful that looks. So I think we should just like hit one side at a time. So let's just go around the left side and then kind of make our way back around. So we're just going to put all of these. I wish it was like pick up and drop was a different like button, because it would be a lot easier to just put things away, because like I don't like how pick up and set down or action button are the same. Like if I was to give a critique for this game, like I love this game, I'm not gonna lie. If I were to give a critique to this game, it would purely be like make like the pick up and like put down button different, like make like like how it's like, oh, B's to throw a book, like make like Y pick up and X put down. That way it's like, if I'm not trying to pick up the books, I don't accidentally pick up ones I already have on the shelf, because that's kind of annoying. I would be better if there was like a separate button for like that function. But it's like, overall I like this game a lot, and I'm not going to complain too much, but like if there were a small critique, I would say that would be it, where it's just like, I feel like you could have probably did that and saved a bunch of headache. Okay. Oh, I got enough to finish them in a row. Okay. 10% of the way there. Almost there, guys. Hang in there. Okay. This one's gonna be more tedious of just like filling in the bookshelves of just numbers, but like, I mean, at least like honestly, like, so like this might just be the way of just getting them like off the ground. Like if I were like a librarian, like if they're like, oh, is this like decent strategy? It's like, well, yeah, because then basically all you do is like don't get me wrong, you're going to go, like, I'm going to go back and reorganize. The best way to do is like every single shelf. It's like grab a book, go, you know, like grab a book, go walk to where it goes, put it there, grab that book and go. Like it's not the most efficient way, but it would at least be like, if I don't want there being, like if people need to use the library, I'd be like, hey dude, look, here's the thing, books are randomly sorted, whatever you're looking for, good luck. Like I'm trying to figure this out. Like it's gonna take me a freaking hot minute. Like if I didn't have magic helping me sort these things, there'd be no way. I'd be like, yeah, you're gonna just, it's gonna take like at least a week or two of me spending 8 hours a day sorting books, you know? I mean, we'll see, because I have to manually sort the books at one point, which is like, when I do that task, it'll be like I'm doing this like a normal person and not a librarian. That's gonna be like a hard like run of just being like, because I think it's like you can't use any, you have to just use like, you can use I think like the minor powers, just like sprint and jump and all that. You just can't like use any of like the major abilities, which is like, obviously that's the challenge. It's like, yeah, you can jump and sprint and stuff, but it's like, that's about it. The thing is, some of these books, it's like when you're trying to figure out where they go, it's like they're just a little tricky. And I think that's the thing where it's basically like I'm going to be picking up a bunch of books and then being like reading them one at a time and just being like, I think that's where this book goes, and like kind of doing that. Yeah, like I said, I think the best thing is like, let's just like, oh, okay, let's just kind of clear off this bookshelf or this table of books and just kind of put all these books away. You know, the crazy thing to think about it too is like, I'm also got to be careful that I don't like not see a book, because like if like I don't, like if I miss a book somewhere and I have to look for it, that's gonna suck, because like this isn't like, right, I can't just grab a book and auto grab them all. It's like I have to like physically pick up every single book doing this as well. Even doing this, like even if someone like, if I was like the principal and somebody did this and I was like, you know, it's not like, I'm not obviously happy that you just threw them on the shelf, but it wouldn't be like, obviously they need to be reorganized, but like, you know, like, you know, like we can get there over time, because like they're not on the floor anymore. If anything, like you just tell the students like, look, okay, like I'll just get some volunteers, like, hey, who needs extra credit, because oof, like we got a mess, and if you're willing to like help us out of that mess, I will give you hella extra credit. I like how it's like, oh, you got to get all these rows to level up. Me mom over here just like, I don't think I'm gonna get a single row done, because that's the point of this challenge. Like I said, also, I hope I don't miss like a single book, because that also is going to suck. If I have to go through each bookshelf to be like, where am I missing a book? That would be tragic. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now we're Yeah, before I was like caring about like oh, if I get 15, say it makes the bookshelf so pretty, but now that I'm hitting these like 3s, it's like I just gotta start stacking books and stop caring about like just grab a handful and just keep stacking until I'm out. Oh, did I actually finish it like it should have? Oh, well, never mind. Just made it look beautiful. Okay, well. Okay, now it's time to start grab some of these ones from the floor again because now they're in the way of my bookshelf. Alright, grab. We are slicing through these books, dude. This is the life, to just not care because the principal kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of a douche. So what we're gonna do is just grab. And now let's kind of start grabbing all of these. All right. Alright. Okay, and grab all of... I just gotta kind of clear out in front of bookshelves, so that way, like, when I'm picking up the bookshelves, like, I'm not, like, moving weirdly because of all the books. Alright. Okay. Oh, I had the song changed and like the person whispered in my ear. I was like, whoa, like, okay. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, like honestly, like we're kind of like I said, now that we're kind of got like a flow in there, we're just kind of cruising. We just got to like grab a ton of books and just keep putting them out on here. Okay. Yeah, I really hope I'm not like missing any books off these bookshelves. I'm hoping like they're full and I'm not missing any in the rows. Otherwise, it's gonna look really funky. So I'm trying not to do like that thing where I skip around. But honestly, sometimes putting them up here is just kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. Okay, and boom. Okay. Making our way through these books. Okay, oh my god, I look behind me, there's just like piles of them on the floor. I'm like, I'll be honest, I didn't even feel like I'm really, like, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, look how much of a dent I'm making. Look behind me at the giant pile. Like, I'm not making a giant dent, am I? Oh. God, stop. Stop! Jesus, that's so annoying. Shut up! You're so annoying. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, yeah. The biggest thing is like it's going to be like grabbing these books back here and just kind of filling out like, it's like we're almost done like half the bottom here. Yeah, because we just finished like this half of the bottom, and so now we just gotta like grab and like take these to the other side, because now we gotta start working from over here. Okay. So, yep, typical thing. Just keep grabbing from the sides and the floors until we grab our group. Okay. Slowly but surely, we're doing the most heinous thing you could do in this kind of a library. Just not giving a single fuck and just saying this guy can eat our butt. I saw those three. I'm like, might as well grab those off the things while I'm here. Let's do the cleanup of, like I said, around the floors of the bookshelf first, and then organize those better later. I will say this is nice when you kind of just hit the point where you're just kind of in, like I said, that flow state of just kind of hitting all these books in like one section. Alrighty. He said there's pizza. He's probably gonna be like really crummy pizza. Probably should be like, or I'm just gonna walk out, just get blasted by a spell, and he'd be like, "You ditz, you're fired." He's just like, "Oh, by the careful guidance of me." Like I love the principal who's just like, "Yes, the reason you succeeded was because I chose you for the task. I obviously have a good eye for talent." It's like, yes. Well, go fuck yourself. And, cool. Dude, the time it's gonna take to, like, do that is gonna be crazy. Like, the other one. So, like, I'm kind of just, put all the books in the bookshelf. So I love how every once in a while I get like one of the books right. It's like, oh yeah, that's actually in the right spot. I'm like, hilariously enough, some books are in the right spot, which I think is funny. Yeah, I just got to get out of, I think the achievement's just finishing this without finishing an entire row. Which is just like I say, yeah, just the achievement just to throw the books back on the bookshelf. And I think that's just super funny that that's one of the achievements. Grab all of these books and move over here to throw them on the thing where I just don't give a fuck. Okay. Oh yeah, the ability to have 15 makes a huge difference here. If I didn't have the 15, I guarantee this would take so much longer, because then I can just grab way more books to just like chunk at this at a time. Also, sprinting and jumping, useful. We are crushing the time limit right now. I mean, we're not doing anything right, but we're crushing the time limit nonetheless. So I think the next one we'll do is speed run, and then we're gonna have to start the process of just like slow rolling the slowest process of getting these books where they're supposed to go. There's so many in this giant pile in the center here. Okay. All right. Okay, and now starts the tedious task of hitting this big ass bookshelf. Okay, so all right. God. Like I said, I would love to play this. If there's like a 2-player game, this would be so much better, because it's like I'd just be like, okay, you work on that side, I work on this side, or like you just go ahead and, you know, work upstairs, I'll work downstairs, and we'll just meet in the middle. Like, just go upstairs and start on a side and start working around, kind of thing. I did this so horribly. I don't know why I did it that way. I'm sorry. I probably was terrifying to somebody's OCD, and my own included. Like I said, I don't know why I did it like that. I was just kind of throwing them anywhere. Like, I think it's just to go in a different spot, just to change my brain. Okay. Okay. Also, no. Nab these. That works. I don't know why. That doesn't matter. Okay, back to grabbing the ones in front so I can make a clear path, and then we'll start grabbing the rest of those, because I'm sure there'll be a point where I'm just gonna have to start grabbing from upstairs. Or downstairs for upstairs is what I meant, like, because like looking at the books down here, I think there's more down here than there are upstairs. Upstairs feels like a lot small, because I mean, more probably just because there's way more surface area down here for them to throw books when they were just like tossing them willy-nilly. Well, now they, like, if they program just like a scatter button, like they would just like they just like shot the books out over, if they like basically hand through them where they wanted them to go. Like, I wonder what their deciding factor was for where the books went. I'm gonna grab this just so I can continue the part of my brain that's OCD is happy. Oh god, I like how there's just like I hate more that some books are randomly on the bookshelf than anything else. It's like I just have to retake you off the bookshelf just to like just organize you. Okay, so there we go. So now we're cleaning up this bookshelf pile. There we go. You know, being a librarian, like I said, being a librarian for an arcane area wouldn't be bad. Like, I would love, especially because, like, assumingly you're a wizard as well, right? Like, so essentially you just get to read all a wizard's literature. Like, I'm sure a bookworm out there, like, this is their dream. Like, I got into a fantasy world and I have nothing but new books to read about literature of wizards. Like, but that's probably some, like I said, some bookworm's wet dream right there. They're just like, it's perfect. Like, I get to sit and read fantasy, and especially romance fantasy novels about real people that exist in this world. Like, not only do like that like love story with like the werewolf is so, you know, like dreamy, but like I can actually redo it. Like, I can actually like have that in real life. Like I imagine that's probably just like I said, a wet dream for some book nerd. I say that like I'm not a book nerd. Like, I like fantasy books. I don't read them as much as I would like to, but I also like do read books. Like, I'm like nerd, but it's like I'm that kind of nerd too. Fantasy books are cool. I like, and also as a DM, fantasy books are good for inspiration. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many books that are like here. That's just like, I'm nowhere. Like, I already finished that entire side, so like I gotta like finish this side. And I think the best method is to like, because like when I'm going upstairs, like I'm obviously gonna start running out of like books. So the best thing is gonna start being is like jump down, grab from down here and bring up books. But like I'm trying to clear out as close to the stairwell as I can, so that way I can just kind of like reach from the back and start doing that. Because like I'm going to, oh my god, I did that in the worst way possible. Oh my god, because like there's just like piles of books that I'm like I'm not gonna fill the whole bookshelf with all of these like in this thing. I'm gonna have to like I said, bring a large section of these upstairs. So the best thing I can do, I think, is just like grab as many from as far back as possible, and then when I go upstairs, just try to grab from below first and move my way into the upstairs area. So like let's grab from as far back first. Let's just kind of clear out this back side, and then we'll work our way around. I wonder if this, because this is technically a real ending, I wonder if it'll technically like give me the speed ending, which I don't think, I don't think it will, because I think the speed ending is doing it correctly as within I think the thing was 3 hours. Oh god. This is disgusting. Oh, these butchers. Okay, like say that also like right here, like what I was saying, like having them in front is like really annoying, because it's just like if I have to like go around a bookshelf and like stepping on books, it just makes it really hard to just like navigate the bookshelf. Okay, let's just grab off bookshelf first, and then like let's just kind of grab around the bookshelf real quick, because that'll clear out as much as possible. Slowly but surely, we are almost done with the next row of bookshelves, and then we gotta go upstairs and fill out those. Okay. Yeah, I think the best way to do is just kind of get ahead of it. Okay, so basically, yeah, because like now we're done with, you know, we are done with the whole downstairs, so all these books here belong upstairs. So like I gotta like start piling and taking these up, because essentially what we need to do now is fill these without disturbing too many books, because the thing is, eventually, like when I get all the ones from downstairs, like we're gonna want to like migrate the group from here up. So we're gonna just grab piles of books and start running them up. If we do this, then eventually we can just go around the entire thing, and then just kind of slowly. God, I hate this angle game. I hate this angle game so badly with these books. Okay. Like I said, oh my god, there's just like every time I come hop down here, it's just like I feel like I'm making no dent on this table right here specifically. I'm like, dude, there's like I'm grabbing piles of books off of this thing. I'm literally grabbing them at 15s, and it's like not even denting the books. Okay. Off to the next pile. Okay, like I said, biggest thing is moving backwards up is going to save us way more time, because otherwise this, like if I clean up upstairs, then I'm gonna have to keep hopping down. So the best thing to do is hop down now, take books up, and then like as I start going around the circle, I'll have to just run back and the books will start to like, they'll catch up over time because there's not enough books in front of these bookshelves to fill them out. So I just gotta get, like I said, biggest thing. I think the biggest thing too is just clearing out this table first and then grabbing from around it. Just that it doesn't matter really. However, whatever method, I just gotta keep grabbing from down there. Fine librarian, like okay, like say like you had some guy who was a librarian, like a hot librarian kind of guy. Like, would that be intriguing? Because he's like, oh, he knows a lot about books and like he works at the place that you love, like to get books, you know, and things like that. Like, is that a thing? Or am I just like reading too much into like a fantasy setting of just being like a fantasy romance where it's like, oh, I'm a bookworm and he's a librarian. We both have this love for books. Like, because I'm just thinking like you meet a guy in a library, like, right? You're like fantasy, like, oh, like I've reborn into this world. Like I want to read all these books, and then he just like hands you one, and you're like, you just give me a book to get me rid of me. He's like, no, I'm a librarian. Like, I just know which book you're gonna look for. Like, and it's just like, and then she reads it and she's like, ah, oh, what a great love story novel. And then slowly they like start to get close because they both like books. That sounds really stupid when I say it like that, but in my head that was more endearing. Okay, well, okay, well, and then, okay, get these off the bookshelf. Okay, grab from down here. Okay, so we've cleared most. Okay, so we've actually cleared a good amount of. Oh God, as I say, as I look on this side, there's just like a shit ton more books. I'm like, God damn it. I say that like we're making progress on this books, but we are making very slow progress that feels non-existent. Okay, I gotta make sure that both that top one and the bottom one both need books. All right. Okay, so let's kind of clear off the table and then we'll go around it. Just clear off the top. Okay, first things first, put books there. Right. Okay. Slowly but surely, we are almost, well, we're over halfway done at least, so we're making progress. Slowly, I'm making my way. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Just doing this manually, I can already, like, tell I'm like, this is going to be both my OCD. It's going to scratch my OCD, but it's also going to be extremely tedious. It's like, at first, I think, like, once I kind of, like, learn the locations and things, I've spent enough time, like, when I was in the beginning, I was kind of learning where things were, like, oh, this is where this section is, this is where this, like, so, like, I was just, like, walking back and forth and, like, putting books down very casually, like, in knowing where they go. I think that's going to be, like, my biggest thing. Because, like, when it gets to that point where it's like, oh, like, I just got to start putting books down, I can't use spells. At that point, I can kind of just grab whatever book and just kind of casually just, like, put them where they go. Okay. book shy. I'm just gonna pop a book in there just for my OCD. And then come down here. Okay, see how like now we're getting to the point where like we're starting to clear out the pile of books here, and then like so now I'm like having to run up less, and then we'll get to the point where we're just collecting off the stairs, and then we'll start making the point where we're collecting only from these sides, and eventually like I said, we'll start catching up around the sides where we'll grab the books. It'll make sense as I go around. And I say that like maybe this is not like there's probably a good chance this is absolutely the not most efficient way possible, but you know what? It makes my brain think it's faster, so we're doing it that way because my brain says it's the right answer. So, God, like I said, this angle game right here irritates the shit out of me. Because like I've grabbed when I grab the same like 5 books every single time. Oh. Like off and on the same like handful of books irritates me. Okay. Man, yeah, that pile of books there particularly is gonna be the one that eating's here for a bit. Okay, so now same thing, just okay. 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 Getting to the point where now we're like scraping up the top. Like, so the only reason I think it's taking so long is just because like I'm having to travel for the books. So like we're getting to the point where like it's just taking a while, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Like I said, it'll make sense when it makes sense. As I start catching up and getting around, it'll all make sense. I'm a crazy person now because it doesn't make sense, but when it makes sense, it'll make sense. And then you'll be like, he was smart all along. And I'll be like, I told you. Like the guy who says the world ending is crazy until the world ends that day, and then suddenly he was just like, you all thought I was insane, but I was right. A broken clock is right twice a day. So you gotta be careful with who you're talking to in these day and age. You never know when they're spitting facts. Okay. Okay, so we are... Why am I on the edge there? God, get off. Yeah. Okay. We get to the point where we're like literally like a couple piles away, and then we're like off the stairs. So it's like I can just grab and run around in a circle, and it'll be quicker. This bookshelf is tall, so like it's gonna eat up a lot of the books. So this is like exactly where I'll say like this kind of a bookshelf that I'm on now is gonna be like one of the ones that's gonna eat up a ton of like the inventory we have down here. Okay, see now we're all the floors down here, so now we're on the stairs. So then we can grab all the stairs and move out. It'll start to put these books back. You know what? That's fine. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, cause see, like now we're grabbing them from the stairs here. And so now I just got to start grabbing stair books. Okay. Yeah, like look, like slowly but surely, like it's creeping up the stairs, and then like when we get to the top of this, like when we get to the top of the stairs, there, I'll just do one side and move over, and then like it'll work. Cause then eventually, like I'll be grabbing books close to that side when I'm done. Okay. So, like I said, it looks stupid now, but it'll work out and be smart later. You'll see. You'll see. It's a smart plan. You just, yeah, because like when it gets up to here, I'll just kind of come up. What I'm going to do is leave this and come up here, and then as I'm eating the books this way, I'll catch up when it gets closer, and then eventually I'll be getting books from the farther away. And then it'll get really quick toward that side. I just got to get to the point where like I'm off these stairs, grabbing these books first. Like I said, slow now, but it'll be fast later. And I want the fast later to happen. Okay. Just come over here. Yeah. Now. God, there's so many books on these stairs. Jesus, this book spot is like really dense. Okay. Okay. We're like chomping away. Chunks at a time. Howdy. This is how you serve books. You can make myself louder, and also how I can arrange the books. Oh, okay, I mean I can make myself louder if you want. I don't know how, like, sorry. I 1 second. Oh god, why is my mouse freaking out? Oh, hold on. Sorry, we're gonna have to. Oh god, everything is bad. Hold on. I'm gonna pop up. It's gonna be bright. Let me. I can do that. That'll probably make it a lot better. Where I can be heard a little bit stronger. Also, that's not how you do the books. I know it's not how you do the books. I'm achievement hunting for the books. Sorry. So, I know this isn't how you do the books. I already did the books the first time. This is what this is there's an achievement for just putting the books on the shelves and not organizing them. I know, trust me. I feel in my soul. Yeah. I feel in my soul, trust me, like the whole the pain that you feel. Like, trust me, it's like I hate this. My OCD is struggling, but we're achievement hunting this. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying, you know. I'm painfully aware, like, that this is horrendous, but like, yeah, like one achievement is like, I think it's called You're Fired, and so it's like, oh, like you just gotta like essentially put the books back in the worst way possible. And then that's what we're doing now. And then after this, because there's a speed run and you got to do it under 3 hours, which when I did it the first time, because I was still learning the game, I did 3:15. So I got to redo it for the speed run. That run, I'll do the magic and all that, because I didn't know that. I also got into a Skyrim D&D campaign. I did something very dumb. Ooh, do tell. Skyrim D&D campaign. That'd be cool. There's a lot of lore in Skyrim already. I can feel like... okay, BRB. Alright, sounds good. Skyrim D&D would be fun. Oh, who would you play? Who would I play, though, if I had to make a character? Oh, probably Khajiit. That's a dumb question. A Khajiit. Like, I mean, come on, the nerdy tabaxi. Like, a Khajiit would be like the obvious. Would this be too obvious, though? That's the question. Oh, I was sorry. Like I'm talking to myself. I'm just like, oh, if I was to play like what class would I play? Like if I were to play a D&D Skyrim, yeah. Like I was like, oh, what race would I be? And I was like, oh, Khajiit. Like I feel like that was an obvious answer, but like at the same sense, I'm like, would it be too obvious? Like would I go for something? There is a comic. I'm not sure if you've seen it before. It's of like a Skyrim guard who marries, like an ogre or orc. I think it's an orc lady who's like big muscle mommy, and like it's just really funny because it's like this one guard. He's like stupid normal guard, but like this one guard just like is so much more. Yeah. Oh, you have a Khajiit rogue? That makes sense. Yeah. Like, yeah. There is a delay. We have 4 players. Oh, cool. You have 4 players. Khajiit rogue. That makes sense. Yeah, that's probably the given for a rogue. Khajiit rogue, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. What do you play? Are you the Khajiit rogue? I'm assuming you're not because you're saying we have and not I am. The other 2 you forgot the race of. That's okay. I don't remember all the races in Skyrim. I played like 3 of the races, so like I'm not the person to ask. Like my beliefs very honestly and earnestly are just like, oh, I just play whatever I think is fun and I enjoy. One is called a Spellblade, if I'm not wrong. Ooh, Spellblade. Is that the person, I'm assuming if it's based on Skyrim, is that the person who has the ability to conjure the weapons? I'm assuming, I think if I'm not mistaken, you can use their spells to conjure, basically close range spellcasters similar to warlocks. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, that's not terrible. That's pretty cool. Honestly, that's chill. The other dude is basically full-on barbarian. There's always one full-on barbarian. No matter what D&D camping you do, no matter how you theme it, there's always one person who's just like, I just want to hit shit hard and not think very much about anything else. Like, there's always one. I respect that person. And I'm a homebrew necromancer class. And you just fought a necromancer. See, in D&D, it's always interesting when you fight an accompanying race or like type of magic user that you are, because it's like, are you guys not good against each other, or is it just like a power clash, which is like very intriguing. I think my group fought a necromancer not super long ago, actually, themselves. But they fucked him up so easily. It was sad. I'm a dark elf. Ooh, dark elf, yes. See, I like dark elf as I am a cursed person in that game so my race hates me. And the dark elves hate necromancers. Oh, you've ostracized yourself? Ooh, big oof. That's like being a Khajiit and becoming a guard. You're like, you've come exactly what our people hate. The law. The law dictates. There is no law in the land of Tamriel. The law is just whoever survives the longest. It's been a while since I've had my feet touch the land of Skyrim. The Khajiit and Spellblade fought 2 zombies. One was zombie, the other was a bigger zombie with extra attack. Ooh, interesting. So like, were you just duking it out with the necromancer while they were handling the extras? Was it a necromancer off? And the barbarian 1v1. Oh, the barbarian 1v1. And I 1v1 at random outside. Oh, okay. Hey, that's not bad. Everybody gets their moment. Like, to be fair, like, if you're thinking logistically, putting the barbarian against the spellcaster, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Like, just throw the dude at the necromancer who's gonna eat the most damage, and then just slap him, because like they're not gonna be very tanky. So that's probably smart as far as like a strategy goes. Like, although it's like, I'm sure it would be more interesting if like someone like you went after him, but that's okay. Everyone took out everyone else, and they had just let me fight the zombie solo. They respected the 1v1. See, you gotta respect the 1v1. It's not about whether or not yeah, of course, if we all jump the zombie, we're gonna beat his ass. You gotta respect the 1v1, because I just gotta see what I'm made of. I don't care if it's a hard fight. I don't care if I'm struggling. Let me struggle. It's man's country. I just love the fact that, like, yeah, they respected the way like, we're gonna sit back. We'll hop in if you need us, but we're gonna let this happen. It's like, that's cool. That's a real group who's just like, no, like, you gotta duke this one out. This is where we separate the regular sorcerers and wizards from the real ones. Of course, there's one book left. You know what am I doing with myself? I'm just gonna. Also, real quick. I hate the random books that are already on the bookshelf. We're just gonna clear these out ahead of time because I hate these. Okay. Respect the 1v1. Think about it. Like, I've had a couple 1v1 moments in our D&D stuff, but like, actually not. There was a 1v1 that was respected. I have 22 HP and the zombie brought down that 10. Oof. That's yeah, like a wizard versus zombie, because that's the thing, is like wizards just like, or even the necromancer's, like, I imagine like any kind of magic caster, you're just not very tanky in health. So like 1v1ing a zombie, it's like that's metal, because it's like am I gonna eat enough damage before I blow you up with whatever spell I'm using? Do 10 HP, like, yeah, that's when you get like butt clenching, is like when it gets down to like 10 HP and you're just like, okay, like this is where things are getting scary. Okay, no. I also have homebrew spells. Yeah, I'm about to say, when you're saying you're kind of necromancer cleanse, like, I'm sure that has a whole list of homebrew spells that I would spend far too much time reading. I like homebrew spells because like I design a lot of almost all my campaigns I do are homebrew. I don't mind from the book, but I like homebrew better just because it's just more, to me, it's like you can't predict a homebrew and the rules are more fun. You attempt to weaken a creature and drain one of its attributes of your choice. The creature must succeed on a willpower saving throw of their strength and endurance or personal attributes. Personal attributes reduced by 2 duration. Creatures can't level 1. The spell's name is Drain Attribute. That's really cool, and it feels like it's similar to a hex, but like in my opinion, that's like really useful. Like, more, I would say, because hex is useful, but like you have to kind of just choose one thing randomly, like that, having them like make that check and all that. That's actually pretty solid. Drain attribute, because like if you use that efficiently, like, because especially if you're draining an attribute, you lose. Like, oh, if you like say like I have a strength and you make me lose 2 of my strength, that actually takes away a modifier, which heavily affects a lot of stuff. So that's actually really useful. A debuffer is crazy. This is concentration for an hour. Ugh. An hour. An hour in combat's forever, because like a whole round is only like 6 seconds, so it's like 10 rounds for a minute. So what is that? 10 rounds for a minute, so 600 rounds would have to take place, I think, for an hour. So it's like, yeah, if you don't kill or die in 600 rounds, then you're doing something wrong. And also, if I was ever in a combat session that lasted 600 rounds, I would probably like bang my head to the wall. You attempt to drain a creature within the range of its physical life force. The target must make an endurance saving throw. On a failed save, the target rolls one of its hit dice and takes an amount of necrotic damage equal to the roll plus the creature's endurance modifier. Additionally, its hit points maximum is reduced by the damage taken in the duration of the spell. Ooh, that's nasty. Because then, like, if you hit somebody with that, they can't even heal. It's like a permanent debuff for that time duration. That's nasty. Because if you're facing like other people who have like a healer, the fact that you cap their max health is nasty. See, like that'd be cool. I would be using that spell constantly. Like that'd be like my opening spell. It's like drain you for some health and then know that you're capped at whatever I put you at. Okay. That's a useful spell, I'm not gonna lie. This one is disgusting. Yeah. 24 hours, no concentration. 24 hours, no concentration? That is that's nasty. That's way nasty. 24 hours with no concentration. Because without no concentration, you just gotta make it through the day. Just eating the fact that you're just gonna be way weaker than normal. That's hella nasty. 24 hours, no concentration. Yuck. Because if I got hit with that, like, duh. Right now, my ranger has been blinded more times than I could count. I don't know why, but my sight getting taken away from me is just like the common theme for some reason. Okay, let's clean up these books. Ugh, I hate books on bookshelves. Okay, well, I'll clear it. Next spell is Rise Familiar. The next spell isn't Homebrew, it's just Fog Cloud. Oh, okay. It's like a Homebrew Fog Cloud. Same thing, just flavorfully named. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, because some spells, like, that's kind of what you do with them. Like, you just gotta homebrew them in a way where it's like it's like Hunter's Mark. Like I've seen a lot of homebrew classes that have so much ranger that keep Hunter's Mark because it's like it's just useful. Like it's like taking that away from the class feels like you're taking away kind of one of its bigger things. So it's like you just give it to it in a flavored way. It's like it's still Hunter's Mark. It's just the spell will be very long. I am ready. You blind the corpse of a creature you will then serve as a familiar. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse to take over the action of a normal familiar. Drops its hit points. It dies and turns to dust. When your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can use see or hear from the familiar. Next turn, gaining the benefit. And any of the special senses the familiar has during the time that you are deaf and blind, regard your own senses. You can't have more than one familiar at the time. If you cast a spell while you already have familiar, the first one dies. Interesting. See, but sometimes the ability for you having your familiar, like if you rise one familiar, and then like the old one dies, that actually might be beneficial. Because like say like, oh, I'm having him hold something that's like keeping something in place, and then you rise that familiar, it finally, when you cast a spell in the wrong range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it was holding the spell. Your familiar must be within 100 feet, and it must use its reach to deliver the spell when it casts it. If the spell requires an attack roll, you must attack with more. This is your attack roll. My current familiar is my uncle's skull. You know what? Metal. I like that. Well, you know, keeping it in the family is important. This is my uncle's skull. Who is this? That's my uncle. Oh. Ooh. That's so good though. It's like oh, I use my uncle's skull. Like metal in the best way possible. Oh. Okay. Okay. He is the New York Italian. Ah, the New York Italiano. The I'm walking here. Gotta love your good New York Italian. Talking only with his hands. And every other stereotype. You wrap yourself in magic. My next spell is bone. Next spell is bone armor. You wrap yourself. The next one, you get a +1 to your AC. When you cast the spell at 3rd level, it increases to +2. When you cast the spell at 5th level. See, that's not bad because that's basically like is a concentration. Because like that seems like Shield of Faith, but it goes up with a higher spell modifier. Where like Shield of Faith caps at 2. Like you get 2 right off the bat, but you don't get anything from it. Oh, so you just get that armor. See, that's useful because if it's not concentration, you just get bone armor on you. Like you just gotta cast it. Like say like, oh, like when you rest, like you have to recast it. That's still a very positive thing to your armor. Because like I said, like Shield of Faith, like it's concentration, so like it can break if you get it hit just right. Oh, I still got books in my hands. Where am I going? Where am I going? Away to go somewhere stupid. Lasts for an hour plus the amount of hours equal to twice your spell modifier. And for you, that's a lot because your spell modifier is going to be huge. Okay, so now I'm actually caught up where the books are catching up. I knew this would work out. Oh, God. Next spell is Risen Flesh. You know, I feel like in an arcane library, it's appropriate to be talking about D&D, like just like classes and spells. Like this feels appropriate. Concentration up to 1 minute. The spell creates an undead servant. Choose the corpse of medium or small humanoid within range. It has that has deceased or no longer than a minute. Your spell imbues the target with the soul. Target with the soul, memory of life rising from the undead target corpse. Once on your turn, you get a bonus action and mentally command creature spells. And any creatures at the same time, you decide an action the creature will take in there. Or you can issue a command generally, such as participate in the chamber of the corridor. You can issue no command that creature. Life itself, a hostile creature once given the order, the creature continues to flow. Its ability and task. When it ends, the zombie is reduced to ash. When you cast this spell at 2nd level or higher, you reanimate an additional dead creature for each spell. Each creature must come from a different corpse. Ooh, see, that's actually pretty good because then you can basically have a small army. It's kind of like Suggestion, where it's like you can give it a command and it works at its best ability, and like on top of raising essentially an army. So you can actually get like essentially like a small army of just followers work with you. Of course, given the corpses are there, but in like most dungeons and situations, there's usually no shortage of bodies. Basically, you just gotta like wait till the end of combat and just like quickly create or during combat when there's a bunch of bodies from something, you can just like make it. Next spell, Death Kneel. You touch a creature that has died within the last minute, drawing force using it. Fuel your own power. You gain what you gain. 10 points and you gain attack rolls, and you have any temporary hit points gained from that spell. Kind of like a false life, but better. You know, this is a good homebrew where like I'm seeing its usefulness, but it's also not like crazy broken. It's like, oh, it's just really useful, and it's in variations of utilizations of like spells. Lasts 1 hour, no concentration. See, that's good. The fact that a lot of these are just like no concentration, so it's like you can cast these and just stack them and beef yourself up over some turns, given that there's material components near you. It's actually pretty good. Like I said, like, no, like a necromancer class would be sick. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, I would be like, I play a necromancer class. I was like, I want to play a necromancer class. That sounds cool. No, heal undead. Creature gains when you much no effects. Living when you cast a spell, healing increases. Yeah, see, that's useful because then, like, when you do, if you do raise like an army, and like you can essentially be a cleric for your own undead, which is cool. Okay. Next spell, my favorite crowd control spell, Death Scythe. Interesting. Assuming it's like a sweeping cone of range cell, 15 foot. Yep, 15-foot cone. I was like, yeah, I figured that was going to be. See, that's a good thing, is like, because a lot of big time spellcasters have issues of just being overrun. You summon a special force and slice the enemies. Special to your enemy's life force for 15. If you add those, this creature takes 2d8. A crowd damage will fail save or half as much as. Then you regain 2 hit points for each creature. When you cast a spell at second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 and hit points increase. Ooh, see, like the cone is nice because, like I said, like there are so many times of spellcasters or like ranged people where you just get like overrun, and it's always by like not necessarily big things, but just like a bunch of small things. So that gives you the ability of like keeping yourself out of that fray. God, I am just butchering this. All right, one book just to make that an even 5. Hello, is it, man, I'm trying to say your username. Plus it also heals you when you damage them. That's sick. Hello, Gene K. Dillard. Sorry, I'm horrible with names, and it is like I am like supposed to be heading to sleep. I got back from the gym and heading to sleep soon, like at some point, and it's just like my brain is not like able to smash those words together properly. Okay, if you're wondering what I'm doing with these books, by the way, there's an achievement for just throwing the books on the shelf, so rest assured, this is not because I want to. This is because we're achievement hunting. The last achievement in this game is doing this, sorting all 3,072 books by hand with no magic. The next spell I don't get yet, but to get the next one, it's called Bone Guard. You can call me Genesia or Jean in short. Okay, thank you. Welcome, Jean. Concentration up to 1 hour. We're talking about D&D's homebrew classes. They're playing a necromancer, and they're telling me their spell list. So if you wonder what we're reading out, just to catch you up while sorting an arcane library feels appropriate. Oh, that's a big one. You call folders a spectral for you, the manifest physical range corpse uses the creature. Oh yeah, see, that's just like a big bodyguard you get. That's useful, especially because it takes its turn around for you, so you can just like make a cohesive plan one after another. Yeah, good to be here. Yeah, like I said, so so ignore the book stacking. We're just scrubbing an achievement. We'll get to the better achievements after this, where it's like we're actually sorting it properly. Earlier, just on the stream, I finished the first run through of this, and it was good. I got my pizza. I was promised a pizza for my good work. It's been good. We're just chilling. I mean, hey, dude, I love this kind of game where you're just chatting and just sorting a library. Summon ghosts from a bone guard. Just no need 800 gold skull. Interesting. Okay, God, that one book being there is so annoying. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Now we're to the point where we're catching up with the books at the bookshelf. Use summon undead spirit and takes the ghost's spectral form and appears in undead spirit. So puts the undead from the duration. verbal command has actions. Okay, so that one's just the same thing, but for those. Yeah, same here. Most peaceful game, not person. Here, more of a peaceful game person. Yeah, so like like 1% answer 1% of time. Yeah, so that's summon ghosts. Like you're basically summoning a different ethereal body, which is useful because then like with those things they can go through objects and such. Me personally, like I agree. Like I like peaceful games. I play like Siege and like Monster Hunter and like Dark Souls games myself on other times. Like there are times I like the challenge, but in general, games like this are great. I played Animal Crossing for such a long time. I actually paid off my house, and I even bought the attic when I played Animal Crossing New Horizons because like I just really enjoyed just a simple game, just something to hang out and relax with. I'm looking at my screen. Fair warning, I get an ad. There's going to be an ad playing in 2.5 minutes, so prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves for whatever advertisement that comes by. Oh God, put the books down. Okay, big bookshelf now. Okay. Okay, slowly but surely. Okay. Okay. That's what I really love is next level is Soul Pinch, Constitution 1 minute. Hold on real quick. Yeah, I'd love to take a quick look around here. Yeah, I know, right? I don't normally get to the ad, so you should be fine. You attempt to restrict the phone. Let's see the willpower saving throw and be person. Let's save. Casting spells until the next turn. Oh, so that's good because that's like a counter spell, like a preemptive counter spell. That's actually really cool. Yeah, like I would love, like I was saying this earlier too, like I would love to be in this library and just like read. Like I would love to be the actual librarian of this book or of this book's like area because it's just like cool. Like there's some really funny books in here, but there's also like some really cool books where it's like, oh, the technical uses of archery, like short bow and oh, I think it's literally the one that's right here. Yeah, from longbow to short bow, tactical applications. It's like that's actually really cool. And like I'm like I would actually read that book because like I like playing ranger classes. Oh God, get these books off the bookshelf. Heathens. I want to read the necromancy books here. I know, they're so cool. I'd be really curious about the cursed books. Like, I know that's how it always starts, but like, they just look so intriguing where it's like, oh, like, you know, like, oh, he has his cool abilities to do some cool stuff. Necromancy would be a sick thing to learn. If you can stomach it. I, as a queasy person in real life, I don't like watching surgery videos. It makes my stomach turn for some reason. Because there's like, next spell is called Jinx. Concentration up to 1 hour. Jinx, huh? Just a few more books. I know. 2,736 down. Couple hundred more to go. We're so close to just being done with this run. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Okay, okay, let's see. Your point of creature range turns the force of luck against it and causes it to direction one cause. That way the target is one independent course. Let's see. Magic grand early. Oh, that's, see, being able to debuff somebody, especially on armor, that's huge. And I appreciate you keeping the grind. Yeah, I'm keeping up the grind, like slowly but surely, we're getting there. Like we got this, the speedrun achievement, and then just the crazy one where it's like putting every book back by hand. very interesting spell I found. It's called reusable part, no concentration for 8 hours. Oh, that's crazy. Reusable, no concentration. That's crazy good. That's hella usable. Like, I would reuse that constantly. Yeah, no, but like, yeah, we're grinding for the achievements. Like, I think the biggest adventure is going to be doing this one by hand. That's going to take forever. Okay, willing target. Missing at least one of the limbs. Appendages are lacking. Appendages of new grafted skeleton does not be living appendage in its place. Oh, cool. You can make fake limbs. Having a barbarian on your team, that's probably appropriate. Not saying they lose body parts, I'm just saying it's a possibility. Let's see, what is this curse book? Reverse ritual tracing for curse source identification. The new one belongs to the... And then the spell ends in the grafted part of body rots and relics. Interesting. Dude, being able to conjure, like... Can you imagine just, like, losing your leg and some guy's like, ah, don't worry, here's a zombie leg. It's like, alright, like... Cool, I guess. 100 hexes and 100 dispels. I'm not saying I would hex somebody, but I mean, it'd be cool to know. Water novice spells, huh? Oh, to know magic. Just drop the follow. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. Always appreciated. Hopefully I can play more peaceful games for you, whatever comes on by. This game also was really affordable if you ever want to, like, if you do or don't play. It's only $6, which is like incredibly fair. I mean, it's not a crazy like in-depth game, but like it's for $6. There's enough entertainment. Or higher the spell lasts until it's dispelled. See, that's cool. A spell that like it's like, oh, until I tell the spell to go away, it sticks around. Like, that's hella useful. All right. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Trying to grab book, not put book on. There's this one book in there. Where's this one? No, top. Ah, well, actually, well, there's the spell list, or the book list if you're curious. So many wrong book placements. Yeah, I was thinking about this later at some point for sure. Oh, honestly, like even if you're like watching me play it, it's like something to do, you know? Like it's like if you just need like, oh, I just need a mindless game to play, kind of like Animal Crossing, where it's like you're not really doing too much as far as like actual gameplay, but it's just for that reason, it just kind of hits that good peaceful spot. It's kind of nice. So like why I like base building games is because like sometimes it's like I just want to cut a couple of trees down and not be like thinking about things. So what this I could do, potentially do something very, very fun. What's that? Oh, what evil plan are you concocting? Undead Build-A-Bear, basically. Oh, I mean, that's cool, but like, that's horrible. I'm intrigued and to discuss it at the same time. See, that's how chimeras happen. The bear legs connect to the goat knee. How do I turn the titles off? There we go. I don't need titles all up on the list. Undead Build-A-Bear. Ew. I never got a Build-A-Bear bear, but that's not the first one I'd start with. This music's so serene for talking about like an undead Build-A-Bear. Craft some random body parts of humans and use the spell to craft them together. Yeah, you know what? That'd do it. probably just as like if I was like in like an elf's like tree for the first time. Like that's also the DM allowed us to make custom spells when we get stronger. Ooh, that's a dangerous game right there. Oh my god. 2900, 31. All right, we're almost there. We literally have these 2 bookshelves left. I really hope I'm not missing a book out of these piles here because I'm gonna cry. Or I hope I didn't miss one on a bookshelf. That'd be even worse. I can locate a book eventually, but like, ugh, the other side, the one I'd be like really sad. Oh, I'm down 1 short on 1 book. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's just clean up these books here. All right, slowly, we're almost done, guys. What it will make animated dead and then keep their original stats and abilities. You know, that's a dangerous game depending on what you decide to build. And if it keeps the original stats, you can pretty much build a bear some pretty terrible things there. I would animate dead, but then keep, yeah. Never mind, there is a homebrew for it. Oh, well. Damn, I'm never original. Somebody already thought of my cool idea. It's like me as an artist, like, what if I drew this and look at pictures, like somebody already did it, and it's copywritten. Never mind. Guess I'll go back to being lame. You know, I think, if I remember right, I'm like 1 book short, so yeah, so I'm gonna have to called Dead Thrall. Oh yeah, gotcha. Well, you know what? You still thought of it. That makes, I mean, if you thought of it and existed, that means your idea was valid. So you can take that one to the bank. Okay. Okay. Brother. Slowly but surely. Spell Thrall dies 0 points. Challenge the rating of corpse. To 9 if you cast a spell level 9 though. Well, that's cool. How was the last weekend though? It was good. Honestly, just chilling and vibing. Nothing too crazy, honestly. Like doing my D&D thing, like relaxing. Trying to think if anything crazy. What happened last week? Did I do anything crazy besides like D&D more? Huh. Last weekend was insanity. I feel like this isn't enough books to finish this bookshelf. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm like looking at the bookshelf. I'm like, I feel like I'm short some books. I better fucking not be. This isn't funny, game. Where are the rest of the books? This doesn't feel like the right amount. Oh, they're right here. I'm an idiot. The rest of the books are right here. Nice to hear. It was good. Good. Chilling, honestly. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I lied. Last weekend was really good because I was talking to a girl and I got a date tomorrow, or I should say later today. And I completely forgot about that. That's happening today. I talked to a woman and she thinks I got spunk. So we're going to go get sushi later today. Oh, wait. Oh, guys. Look at the book. Ka-chow. I quit. I'm out. I refuse to organize this entire place. fuck it, fuck you, fuck this job, I'm out, open this. Yep, the principal can't hurt me now. Hey, I was promised pizza if I did this. Aw. Oh, yeah, so, like, yeah, there's no clear time for full... Evaluation. Congratulations, you are fired. To the librarian, I have the best books, thousands of beautiful, high-quality books. People come by from all over the collections. It's a magnificent sight. I have a vision to build a library, the best library in the world, maybe even the greatest ever. But I look at the shelves and what do I see? A total disaster. The books are out everywhere. No order, no system. Just a complete total mess. It's a disgrace. You are lazy, you are careless, and you are disrespectful to my most amazing golden standard organization. You had one job, put the books back. One job! And you failed. You're low energy, you're incompetent. You turned my beautiful library into a mess of a warehouse. I don't hire people who make messes. I hire people who win. And you're a loser. I've decided to clean up this library and I'm starting with you. You're fired. Get out. Principal Merlin, University of Celestial. Alright, we have to be fucking rude about it. Okay, like, I just didn't feel like picking up all the fucking books. Alright, so now... Okay, well,